What's up, everybody? Blake Scholar Magic. Thanks for joining me today and watching the video. I just thought that this would be a perfect fit for kind of just, pivoting from Marchesa into something new. Maybe something, that's kind of exciting, maybe even quite powerful in its own right, and just kind of fits into Grixis pretty well. It honestly feels like the trilogy here. You have a really nice composition of these Grixis commanders, where Marchesa was that really nice one from Outlaws, and then you had Kefka, which was just really strong from Final Fantasy, and now you have Fire Lore Azula, and it kind of just looks like a perfect merriment of these cards. It seems like a really kind of strong backbone or foundation to kind of build your deck up. What's nice about Fire Lore Azula is when it attacks, you're going to Firebend 2, so you're going to add red mana, and then while it is attacking, yes. So you want to have some instant speed spells so you can double up on those spells, because it's basically going to copy whatever you cast while it's attacking. So a little mana boost there, and overall, I'm sold. Hey, 4/4 body, kind of gives you some, kind of interesting ramp, and then like a galvanic iteration, kind of built all into one. Yeah, you can sign me up for that. That seems really interesting. Of course, here, we're into value here. We're into kind of fluid gameplay. We're not going to be really playing into time warps. I know those are very strong, and those would be a great fit here. But this also is an interesting commander because it does want you to play instant speed spells. Because while you're attacking, that's the ones you're going to be able to copy while this commander is attacking. So that's very interesting in its own right. I like to kind of just present kind of like a backbone for these colors, and I actually did a top 10. It's more could be a top 11. I think there's 11 staple-y kind of cards that you want to just kind of want to get into in these colors. They're just so very good. One of my favorite black cards, and it's kind of not even really close, is the Accursed Marauder. So that's a really nice starting point. It's just really nice. It's just going to take care of a lot of threats, and if you have some sort of reanimate potential with your deck, you can always kind of regurgitate this card. So really nice option there. Just takes care of a lot of threats. In addition, we just love our single mana removal spells. Honestly, there's no shortage of good removal for these colors, but I have become very fond of Nowhere. Let's see, 2. Unable to Scream has been very nice. This is a nice 1 mana spell, and this is going to shut down a creature and turn it into a 0/2. So we just love that. Really nasty card. And then also, we're just protection, witness protection. Very redundant here. This will do the same thing. It will just turn off that creature, turn it into a 1/1, turn all its abilities off, becomes a legitimate business person. So that's a nice one as well. And then you have your beautiful counter spells. So Wash Away. I could probably just type in counter, actually. And we'll find a lot of these nice 1 mana options that are just very, very strong. Offer You Can't Refuse is one of those. And then you have, let's see, we're coming up on Spears, probably Strict Serenade. You're going to want that. It's also just a, counters a commander, creature, planeswalker, artifact, really solid. Okay, I'll just select it. And then the Swan Song, of course, just a beautiful 1 mana spell. These blue spells are just so strong. They're incredibly strong. Let's see if there's anything else that we kind of want. You can also play just regular counter spell too, which is probably fine. You're going to want a Tail's End for sure. So we're keeping it moving here. Jawari is not the worst either. It's kind of have a half-half. It's half the time it's good, half the time it's not that good. Memory Lapse is pretty good. Remand, that's also a nice one. Lots of counter magic. Lots of counter. And there's Tail's End. I think you'd probably be pretty happy with this just kind of interactive blue suite here. In terms of like really strong, just get the job done kind of cards in Brawl. I mean, obviously Snuff Out is just like a crazy like power level card. Like control a swamp and you can simply pay 4 life. So that's really nice. There's also that new redirect spell in red too. I don't even think it's like it is a rare. So yeah, that's pretty strong too. Do I have any rares? I'll pick that up. I think it's pretty good, right? For 1 mana. Yeah. You can just pay 2 additional generic mana or pay the life. Change the target of a spell or ability with a single target. That's pretty good. You can try the redirect lightning. Just nice little cheap spells here. And then I just wanted to dismember. Just to start. Okay, beautiful. Create target creature gets -5/-5 until end of turn. So these are nice spells that actually fit in with our commander, because they can actually be doubled up on. Let's okay. All right, Arena. All right, so here's Dismember. Okay. Just gonna kind of try to get it up there. There we go. And so these are the spells that we're going to be able to actually double up on, like I said. Very easy to double up on. That's why I think it's kind of like a Marchesa 2.0, because you have these like really strong, they like very little criteria to cast them, and they're just like very easily doubled up on. So seems good to me so far. These two seem very appropriate. These will be just kind of just more blue power. Like these are just so good, right? They're just amazingly strong. So there's that. You might even, because of this instant speed stuff, like you might even add like a rapid hybridization. To go in with all this other really wacky stuff. I don't think we have Pongify, but I'll check. No. So we're down to Pongify. I think probably when you do go to your 100 or your 99 list, you probably would take out just like one of these, you know, for like the Pongify. You know, you can still keep one of them in, but you want the instant speed stuff, right? Probably maybe in general. But we can test these. They're still very strong. Even these like enchantments are just really good. They're just really solid. Okay, so let's think about some like efficient removal that we might like with Fire Lore Azula. Some more instant speed stuff. I mean, Fatal Push isn't the worst. Kind of fits in kind of probably what we're doing. Also, the red is interesting too, like creating 2 red. You know, Bolt seems very appropriate than like a lightning bolt. Let's check out some damage spells, see if anything stands out. Unholy Heat's pretty strong. It's like, it kind of reminds me of Marchesa, just like this very efficient kind of removal options. Lightning Axe is not the worst, especially if you're getting into your graveyard. So let's add in Lightning Axe. And let's also pick up Haragavan while we're here. Hazard. I mean, that might get the job done in some cases, really. Especially if you're doubling up on your action here. A braid has to be good here as well, I assume. Alright. I'm a fan of like a Prismari command here. I could see some kind of good value there. So let's add a Prismari command. And let's get into some black removal. Like, there'd have to be instant speed. I don't want to get into the Bitter Triumph here. An additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card or pay 3 life, destroy target creature or planeswalker. It's perfect. Do we want anything else? Sheoldred's Edict is pretty cool. Even for Azula, very cool. It's doubling up on something such as this. It's going to be, you're going to have to pick the same modes twice when you copy it. But it still could be like some nice value. Maybe this is even like a Soul Shatter deck. Oh, very cool. I'm a fan. I think you're going to be killing most everything. I mean, we just have to draw cards now, you know. And how do we get into our graveyard well with this homie? Ral's pretty cool too. She is a human noble. Brainstorm. Some pretty good value there too. Red just seems pretty strong overall. Dragon Rage Channeler is pretty cool. Marchesa also builds a graveyard. There's some cards here that just are pretty good at that. Prismari Command does that. Bitter Triumph does it. Lightning Axe does it. I don't think there's really too much instant speed. Ooh, you can get Cyclonic Rift too. Mostly I'm just kind of looking for the black value. Malachor Birth is good. Yeah, there's not many instances that like will return creatures, of course. Return the Favor. It's like copy. It's like double red. It's exactly what she does. We'll see. Pinnacle Monk. I am a fan of like the Urabrask-Bergy stuff. It's always very powerful if you can pull it off. Let's do just return in general. It's kind of crazy that you get like access to a card like Reanimate in this meta. Persist. Not many non-legendaries so far. But you definitely want to do the Reanimate stuff just because you will be getting in there pretty well. Do like a Haymaker one. I like the Coiling Rebirth for like our really interesting like non-creature or non-legendaries. Like just a nice Haymaker and like a Reanimate seems pretty appropriate. Can get multiple value out of your graveyard. You have like these kind of Reanimate spells, the Coiling Rebirth. You can even have like a Mizzets. You know, I'm a pretty big fan of the Baleful Mastery too. That's a great card. That was a very lucky like pickup right there to hit the Baleful Mastery like that. Just like Searching Mastery. Because this card is also very good. I kind of want to give her a little speed. So I've seen people play the Siege, but it kind of looks like a trap so far. Lightning Greaves is good. So let's get the Greaves. This is going to give us a chance to, swing in immediately, put some protection on the home girl herself. Crypt Creature has Haste and Shroud. That's nice. Let's just look at what other things can give us haste here. Ooh, Emperor Bones is just a nice little toolbox card. It's kind of like the Accursed Marauder, just like a kind of insta place in. In that manner, we can also get like Black Market Connections, Dark Ritual. Really interesting commander, really. Crimson Wisp is a hell of a card with Fire Lore Azula. That's at the red mana, just like instant red mana. Quarry Steel Cutter. Molten Duplication. Magda's almost like looking pretty hot here too. All the crimes. Magda and Gissa. Seems like a nice little... it really is like kind of like a foil to the Marchesa deck. It looks actually very similar. Babel's pretty freaking good. Get my Magda in there. Got it. Haste is obviously a very powerful keyword. All these cards that say like have something to do with haste in some manner are just super strong, just easy pickups mostly. Stormseeker kind of does that thing too. Anything else like that would be good with haste? If Kefka is good. Most of the cards will be good with haste, right? It's an interesting one. It is a creature too. Perfect. The Courage. Doesn't really curve well, does it, with us? Oops. Sneak Attack, what a card. What a card. Goldspan. Just loves treasures. Not sure. Not sure. Never hate that card though. How about Riona? Don't think we have to worry too much about missing out on anything over here. Push the limit. Mostly looking for instants here, right? How about these Izzet cards? There's got to be some good Izzet cards. Pick up the Soken's-On while we're over here in the Arena of Glory. That'll be perfect for our Fire Lord. Ooh, Sprite Dragon. Sprite Dragon just doesn't get enough love in the world. We need more Sprite Dragon decks. This guy like what actually made me like very excited about Magic. And this card was amazing in Standard. Way back in the day. Sprite Dragon. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. This was getting busy. Real busy, guys. So there's a Siege. This is the one that Ash was trying today. It just didn't look very good in the matches I saw. It just didn't look too hot. The haste is nice, but it's just like it was just kind of looked dead most of the time, to be honest. What do you think about the Lava Spur boots? I don't hate it. It's just not like Greaves, though. It just isn't like Greaves, is it, guys? Definitely want the black market. There we go. Easy dark ritualize. And then we just add our rampies. Don't think so on the mocks. Just not enough legendaries at the one spot. Got out of the Siggy here. Don't know if I want those ones, you know. The colorless ones. I do like the talismans though. And they're all uncommons. And there's also the Soulstone. Huh. Where is it? Is it? Did I not pick it up yet? Thought I did. There it is, the Terminus. Okay, we didn't pick that up yet. Beautiful. And then I do like the treasure acceleration, you know. The single banger. Where is it? Ooh, Great Train Heist. This is a Vaughn special for y'all today. We're going to do some extra combat stuff. We're going to slide it in really stealthily with fear of missing out. I'm busy. 3 minutes, please. Like and subscribe for being busy. I think I did pick up the fear. And Morag. Yeah, the Fury of Akum. Beautiful. So we slapped in some nice little like stuff. And then the elementals are really good, right? You know. Grief. You have subtlety. And you have Fury. Should we pick up a Kozul's Fury? I don't know. And then I think the only thing we really need is like the kind of really swell dual lands. These are really good for your elementals too, in general. If you never need to have an option. Just having more multi-face land cards, this really helps out a lot. Especially these ones that like don't like really hurt too much, you know? And I would say like that's pretty much the deck, guys. I wanted to kind of show off the Marchesa deck here. I would definitely just fix up the mana base a little bit here. I'll just post like the rawness here. You can kind of dictate the mana base, but you have enough multi-face land cards here that you still have like 42 lands. So we're kind of right on the money. Let's hit done here, and it's gonna put the deck a little bit lower because it's going to be over the card limit. So here's Marchesa 2.0, otherwise aka FLA. And she's kind of a nasty one, isn't she, guys? So this is kind of like the raw deck. Obviously we can just quickly add in a few. I just see some inclusions that will not be too hard to just add in real quick. But yeah, it's just kind of like a Grixis pile, right? You backbone it with like your did I put in Gissa? No, you should definitely have a Gissa in here. And I guess like our Coiling Rebirth targets are the elementals. Pinnacle Monk is not a bad one for the Coiling Rebirth. Stormseeker is not a bad one. Emperor Bones. There's some good stuff here. FOMO. Some interesting targets overall. I dig it, guys. I dig the deck. I hope you guys enjoy this little kind of build we did. We kind of did this with our Balthian Fran deck kind of a while, and that turned out to be a great little series. I can do the new cards. I can do it. Just give me a second. All right, and I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.